morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Library of Ruina, and welcome to the citywide Revolt mod. So, I know we were going through each of the floors individually and, you know, f***ing around with them one by one, but after doing all of the recent Limbo stuff, I was like, cool, now I'm gonna go back to Library of Ruina and do that, and we've still gotta do Language, and Hesed, and Hokma, and Bina, and I was like, or, we could skip all that, you know, 50% of the way through the training arc, just fucking cancel it and go straight into the main course. Why not? It's always gone well for every character in fiction who's ever done that, so why wouldn't it go well for me? So, Citywide Revolt mod, it adds a whole bunch of new invitations and pages and stuff like that, spanning all the way from Canard to, like, Star of the City or whatever the fuck. So, we're going to do all of them, because I don't see the point in skipping them. This is a complete save file, so I may as well do all of them or just skip straight to the end, and I'm going to do all of them. So, with that in mind, on that note, right, we've got all this stuff here. There's quite a few fights here, actually. It's quite a surprising amount. So, at the end of Canard, as far as I can tell, you have 3 people in General Works, because if I click on fucking Hook Office and send the invitation and go, I have 3 members of General Works available. Fortunately for our purposes, we can actually use whatever floor we want, as long as we only have 3 people. So with that in mind, I'm going to make a little Canard team real quick. I'm not going to show you because it'll be horrifically boring, and I'll be right back. I am going to try and adhere to each stage of the game in regards to what teams I build, because it only seems fair, right? Am I going to stick to passive attribute limits? No, because I can't remember what they are, and I can't be bothered to look them up. There's probably not even enough in, like, Canard to fill out all 12 slots anyway, and Canard passive attributions are garbage anyway, so it's not going to do much. I'm not too worried. I'm also not here to try and look cool. I'm just here to play the mod, you know? So I'm not particularly worried. The amusing thing is I have so little to work with now, and basic concepts such as, oh yeah, here's your light restore cards and your draw cards, or pages even, are now completely out of the window, so this is going to be a bit weird. I am aware that Ruina mods can be quite fucking difficult. So, to begin with, I'm going to be taking this fairly laissez-faire, because how hard is Canard going to be? Watch me eat those fucking words. But later on, I imagine I'll probably be building teams specifically for the challenge in front of me, and I'd say maybe starting next time, I'll start implementing the wheel to select teams and stuff like that. We'll play with it a little bit, but to begin with, I've just got stuff to get through and stuff to have a look at. Alright, well, considering the extremely limited amount of pages and key pages and passive attributes I actually have to work with, this will be extremely brief. Here's my character I've based on Yun's page, and I've got 3 dodge and strike, 2 skitteraways, 2 your 2 slows, and 2 commandeerings, I don't know. And in the passive attributions, I have the Art of Defense, Electric Shock, Hook, and Half-Baked Courage, as well as Yun's inbuilt passive, which is Yun's Hunch. Boosts the max value of evade dice by 3 at 50% chance. So I focus more on defense. To be fair, these defense passive attributions aren't even that bad. I have a 50% chance to boost my evade die by 3, and I have a 25% chance to boost any defense die by 3. I have the potential to boost one of my evade die by 6, which is actually an insane number when you think about it, to get a +6 just randomly. And it would bump that up to like a 7-10. On a 0 cost card from Canard, that's actually pretty fucking powerful. Now, is that likely? No. But it's a thing that can happen. For Lorelei, we have 3 dodge and strike, 2 quickness, 2 struggles, and 2 gut harvestings. On Tayan's page, which has Hook, but we've also got a slash of grade 9 fixer, half-baked courage, the Art of Defense, and Yun's Hunch. For Lorelei, I went for a bit more of a balance between offense and defense, but once again, I'm not sure this will matter too much. For Lane, we have Mo's page with 3 charge-ups, 2 endures, 2 dried-ups, and 2 you only live onces. It's on Mo's page with Electric Shock. It's got Hook, Half-Baked Courage, Slash of a Grade 9 Fixer, and the Art of Defense. Lane is more focused on offense, and his deck is also stupid, because that's how I always build him, because he fight real hard, and often gets battered in the process, but he fight real hard. So, let's see what we can do. I'm curious to see what community-created content in this game might look like. I've heard some glowing recommendations, and I've heard some horror stories, so let's have a little look-see, shall we? Send. What do we got? Gun-toting rats. Rats with guns. We could have... shaky What the fuck do you call it? Like, no, I see what they've done, and Fair enough. But at the same time, that is just that meme. It doesn't look bad. It's just very funny. Okay, so shaky shot, single use, 1 to 8 on hit, inflict 1 bleed next scene. Reasonable, honestly. Skitter away, yep. Dirty blow, panic. They've all got the same skills, fair enough. They outnumber us. The gun-toting rats can use ranged combat pages. When using a ranged combat page, if the target is staggered, boost the minimum value of all dice by 1. That's actually not terrible. You could build into that. Recoil, which is -1, so presumably that gives you additional passive attribution cost. After using a ranged combat page, if the target is not staggered, deal 1 to 3 stagger damage to self. That's funny. I like passive attributions that tell a story, and the story is that these rats don't know how to use their fucking guns, which is appropriate. They've only got 16 health and 6 stagger resist. I imagine they're trying to start us off a little easy here. They're not trying to, you know, go too crazy. We can actually have 2 floors for this, because there is a second act, to be fair. All right, well, let's see what we can do. Boot her up, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are outnumbered, and therefore, we've already lost, clearly. Well, we can ignore Skitter away, so I guess that solves that problem, doesn't it? You're using your gun. I respect that. However, fuck you. It is 1 to 8. It's actually quite hard to beat for us. You only live once. You're not fast enough. Never fucking mind. I'm sorry. I'm having to relearn the game, you know. Charge up. See what you can do. I'm being shot at. I don't appreciate it. Never have, never will. Maybe go for a cheeky dodge and strike and see what happens. And this is panic, which can be dealt with potentially by dodge and strike. Both those dodge and strikes have a distinct chance of failing, but we'll see. I dodged it, fuck you! And you've almost stacked. It's fine. Nope. Does Lane still get paralyzed even though the attack failed? It's pretty funny. But they did get their light, which they're not going to need because of soul coins, and this fight probably isn't going to last long enough to go through all the soul coins, so really giving him light recharging pages was completely unnecessary. Yeah, it's fine. A lot of bullets coming in. I think Lane's going to get the shit shot out of him, but they are going to stagger very soon. That rat might stagger by themselves, so it might be worth just trying to beat that with You Only Live Once. They'll probably stagger themselves, but I don't really want to take the hit, so I'm going to try and not. And you're going for a shaky shot as well. What if theoretically instead of that, you struggle and reduce the damage perhaps? Is that next turn or this next scene? Okay, but the block will reduce damage at least. How rude. Nice. Very nice. Instant stagger. Oh, and the block was successful and a stagger. And I slapped them very lightly. Can I just skip these, or is that not an option? It occurred to me that this is a little unfortunate because this very much, is a little unfair. I guess that's technically potentially not helpful, so that's okay. Give it to Lane. Hey, a 1 cost You Only Live Once is pretty good though, actually. Commandeering and gut harvesting, and this will deal with 3 of them. Except it didn't. One of them's dead though, and I got a book of a gun-towing rat. And another one. I think you get the idea, lads. I do believe we can just kind of skip through this now. I'm gonna fucking win. Act 2 might be interesting, but Act 1 we've got down pat. Down you go. Okay, that's 1 round down, but it's worth pointing out we took a few more bullets than I expected us to. Did take a little bit of damage. That's kind of no good. More gun-towing rats and Corey! And Corey is actually maybe... he's kind of shit. But catch a breather upon using a combat page for the target staggered, restore 1 light is pretty good actually. And passion, gain power by double the current emotion level up to level 1. So... +2 basically, which is actually substantial at this level, and for a 1 cost actually very substantial. In fact, you'd kind of always want that, wouldn't you? You basically one down everyone. That's just a free +2 power once the fight gets started ever so slightly. Oh, no, that's really good. Okay, cool. Shaky shot, backstreet's dash. Don't remember that, but then again, I don't remember a lot of these. Certain shot, inflict bleed. Rats guide to survival, I do remember that. No, Roland, no, you can't come in. No, these are too weak for you. It would be cruel. You think you can win, Corey, just because you have a bigger head than the rest of your compatriots? I don't think so. Passion does concern me, though. Skitter away. It might work. Dodge and strike, perhaps, and shaky shot. You only live once. Floor him. Ow. It all worked out. Good hit and paralysis. Oh, yes. Very good. We're clashing with them. We're clashing. Oh, lordy loo. Right, yeah, see, they outpace us now, and that's the problem. I might take a few hits. Play it nice and chill, because they'll stagger themselves soon. Maybe you're too slow, because if it works, then... Will I keep it? I don't even remember. You know what? Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Gain that strength. And make sure Corey gets staggered so we can kill him. Ah, it didn't even work. It didn't even work. Ow. Who gave these idiots guns? Who told them having guns was a good idea? Why does that guy have purple eyes? We'll go hammer and nail because we're probably never going to get to use that. And this doesn't matter because we're not going to use it. All three of them are staggered. How do you have two? Oh, because you're at a higher emotion level. It's been a while, you know? It's just been a while. It's just been a fucking while. Kill him. Pale hands. Smash, Lane, smash. He didn't even die. He retreated. Ah, so we don't get his page. I see, yes. There we go. Gun-toting rats dealt with. It's almost as if they've set up some kind of plot where Corey will return. I dare say. I'm looking forward to his return and to get his book, mostly. That was many gun-toting rat books. And no battle symbols gained. Doesn't surprise me. Okay, well, we haven't done this in a while, but let's burn some books. Time to burn some muscle. I get Corey's incomplete page. That's interesting. And I could grind these off camera if I need more stuff. It will not take long, I fucking promise you that. Legit thought the game had crashed for a moment there. It's Corey's incomplete page because it lacks his head. Terrifying. So really, the main purpose for Corey's incomplete page is catch a breather, which is solid. It is actually quite solid, especially for this level. And mostly just shaky shot. Dirty blow. Dirty blow's decent. Solid. Okay, very good. All right, well, we've done that. Next round. So nice to play something where I don't have to fucking read dialogue. I do it so much at the moment. Most of my life, my professional career life at the moment, is reading dialogue. And don't get me wrong, I like doing it. It is fun, and it is cool, and it's interesting, and it's engaging, but it's also nice to not have to do that for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be using Netflix Floor for this one, and we've got Caroline using Corey's incomplete page with 2 tracks, 2 shaky shots, 2 endures, 2 time for a little tests, and a rampage. And she's got catch a breather, aim properly, and recoil as per Corey's page, but also has electric shock, hook, slash of a grade 9 fixer, and half-baked courage, going for a ranged melee hybrid. All of these are going to be shit. We know this, and I'm going to stop saying it, but just so you know, they're all going to be shit. Artorias, we've got melee focus with Tyan's page with 3 tracks, 2 backstreet dashes, 2 fend this off while you cans, and 2 gut harvestings. Obviously Tyan's page with hook as standard, but also has slash of grade 9 fixer, electric shock, half-baked courage, and the art of defense. Obviously a focus on melee, but maybe the shield at the end of the block, at the end of gut harvesting, might get a bonus, but we're not really relying on it. Miho Merrywhite is in fact focused on range, using a gun-toting rat's page. She has dodge and strike, 3 shaky shots, 2 skitter-aways, and 3 certain shots. She has aim properly and recoil, but also has art of defense, Yun's hunch, electric shock, and hook. When all of her ammo is expended and all she has left are her melee attacks have defensive die. In fact, they mostly have evade die, which means she has maximum amount of possibilities to gain bonuses on her defensive die once she's used up all her guns, giving her a chance to defend herself should things go wrong. Which they might. We don't know how quickly the difficulty is going to ramp up. It might actually be genuinely challenging early on if you're playing to the limitations of Canard. I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Let's just go over there and do it. Yes. Next reception. Book of gun-towing rats. Yeah, I totally have some of those. Can I turn no grind back on now? Or is it like, no, you have to turn it off for the reverberation ensemble and then onwards? Because it occurs to me I don't know. If I can turn it back on, I fucking will, because I'm not going to waste my time grinding this shit, if I can help it. Jatto. Hop Office. I approve wholeheartedly of the mod author creating their own offices, because I totally fucking would as well. So Jatto, speed 0.5. At the start of each scene, gain a speed die for the scene at a 50% chance. Can't overlap. That's decent, actually. Terrified Disobedience. At the start of the scene, remove all dice from his character's comment pages and add new random dice with amount based on the page's cost, 0, wow, and min-max values based on the page's rarity. What the fuck? So these are all going to have attacks and values based on Terrified Disobedience. So is this almost a boss fight? You've got Terrified Disobedience as well, and Guarding Prowess of a grade 7 fixer. Reduce the damage and stagger damage dealt by offensive die, clashing against this character's block dice by 1 to 2. That's really good. That makes block die a lot more viable. They already are, but more. I say these are all really good. I'm not necessarily saying like, oh my god, this is fucking Star of the City grade level of passive attribution, because every point counts at that point, but they're interesting and have applications, and that's why I appreciate them. I find them interesting. Okay. Let's give it a fucking go. Did you write your own melee tracks? Evidently no. But they have 4 attacks against R3, so this could be tricky actually, genuinely. Good news is those values are decided before we initiate combat, so we can actually figure out what we're going up against. I appreciate that, because it could have been scary. Oh, they changed Mio's fucking outfit. I don't know, I like that. That looks cool. Yeah, they changed hers as well. That's funny. Okay, no worries. I don't hate the gun-towing rat outfit. I actually think it looks pretty good. I like pistols, so I appreciate the pistol. The gap, as it were. Gain 1 damage up next scene. That's concerning. How about a certain shot? Try and mitigate some of that damage. Please spare me, which is 3 to 7 block and 3 to 7 dodge. That's actually quite hard to deal with. And you don't really have defensive die to work with it. Having said that, they're going to do absolutely 0 damage, so we can safely ignore it. Okay, that works. Shoot them, I guess. I don't know, I just want to see the gunshots. Fun. Wait, that's an attack? Could have fooled me. I guess the fact that it was red on the page signified that it was an offensive die, technically, even though it was actually a defensive die. Alright, well, you've outpaced us a little bit here, lad, but wouldn't you know it, I do have a solution to this, potentially. The way I see it, if Mio fucking shoots you, you will stagger. And if we lean in on another... Oh, wow. Well, I mean, Mio's going to take quite a few hits and we'll probably stagger, but we can lean in... Oh, we don't have enough light. Okay, just hit them. The lack of clashes is actually going to hurt us quite a lot, but... Hey, we're operating at low speed. What can you do? Big shot. Kind of hoped that would stagger. It didn't. That's pretty bad. That's also bad. You know, fight ain't going well. I guess Pebble is technically... the least intrusive? I don't know. To a certain extent, there's not a lot I can do about it. Just skitter away! Just skitter away! Backstreet Stash should do it, it should do it, it should. Can't take it anymore, which is just defensive die, which means it can actually be ignored. And they'll be immobilized next turn, so... How about instead of bothering with that, why don't you lean in on them and fuck them up? Yeah. Nice. It's a good thing we decided to lean in on someone. Didn't stagger them though, but they should be immobilized. Yeah, that helps. We can't protect Mio, unfortunately. Oh, please spare me. No, I need your guts. Well, Mio's gonna take some damage, but not a lot, so it should be okay. Rough, but not the end of the world. Big hits, and bleed. Stagger, and follow up for damage. Please spare me. No, I need your guts. Maybe endure just because it's your best bet for dealing with that block die, and then you have taken a lot of damage. You should shoot them. Big shot. Nope. 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 That was a complete failure. Ah ha ha. Get wrecked. It is actually a little bit tactical. Like, it's not entirely difficult as such, and it's not intended to be, I don't think, at this stage, but it is more tactical than Canard was, which is actually kind of enjoyable. Because, you know, back in the day, Canard was literally just win rate, basically. Like, you could just blast through it, it wasn't a problem. But now, it's still not difficult, but there is a degree of, I don't know, I'll give this to you. There is a degree of like, okay, I actually have to pay attention though, or I might lose. I respect it. So you're at 4. You're gonna take both attacks no matter what you do. Okay, interesting. Well, at the very least, the best bet then, because we're not gonna be able to stop them from doing attacks unless you have a shot. You don't. Okay. Focus on killing that one. Get rid of them. Make them dead. That was probably too much, but I'm sure it's fine. Youch. Oof. Go on, finish him off. There we go. Good job, Altorius. We'll go with that because it probably won't do anything. And this doesn't matter. I'm really trying to avoid picking Abno pages that will actually help us because, you know, we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to use them. It's bad. Here's the thing, Mio, right? You can pop them and maybe kill them. And that would solve a lot of our problems. That needs to be dealt with. Please spare me! No, endure! You're not actually doing any attacks this turn. A combination of the gunshot and backstreet dash, if they're successful, should kill Jato and now put us in a good position. We'll see. Oh, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Yikes. Nope. Okay, well, it did reduce the damage, so it's fine, and it's now 3-on-1. Suck it down. We can talk this out, right? Oh, buddy. No. Fend this off if you can. I like getting to use these cards. I don't remember the last time I used these fucking pages. Bang. Staggered. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh, what terrible thing has happened? You have died. Oh dear. Cool. These are fun. Oh, I quite like them actually. I'm having a good time. Yeah. It's kind of like playing the game again, which is fun. It's a fun game. I like it. I wish I'd used May. I love how stupid he looks. I love May so much and his robot arm, or their robot arms. I forgot how much I love May. Book of Hop Office. You love to see it. I hope I get Jato's page. And then again, I didn't really like this. Like, it's a cool gimmick. It's a fun gimmick, but I don't really want to play with it. I respect it, but it's not for me. I thought the game fucking crashed again. The game hasn't crashed yet, but both times I keep thinking the game's gonna crash. Yeah, Terrified Disobedience. Okay. I'm good, thank you, but it is pretty cool. Slashing Prowess of a Grade 7 Fixer is actually pretty useful, and Guarding Prowess is also genuinely quite useful. There's some good stuff here. I'm not discounting the value of these, of this, like, Terrified Disobedience and these pages. It's just not really something I want to play with. I'll make a new one in a minute. Pardon? This is, yeah, because the self is only 63, and yeah. And So why LOL? Why LOL? The grade 9 fixer. Is this a Finn joke or? Cool. Okay, that's definitely. Look, I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting to be surprised so soon, but I am. So, okay. Yeah, look, all of these cards have been turned down. They're still quite powerful, but you know, they're not too bad. So speed 0.5, which is the same as before. Tonight, a star of the city shall fall. All dice gain +2 power against stars of the city. I mean, we're not using Star of the City pages, so does that count? Or does this activate when you unlock Star of the City? In a clash against a Star of the City, all dice gain power equal to half the power of the opponent's current die, rounded down. Take 3 to 6 less damage, and stagger damage from Star of the City combat pages cannot be targeted by Star of the City mass attacks. Okay, right, this is just in case you decide to come in here with like endgame shit. So it's like, okay, but LOL can actually fight you. At motion level 3 or above, boost the max value of offense die by 1, yeah, further. Fire that never retreats. Whenever the emotion level rises, gain 1 blaze and damage up, that's different. Following your steps, take 1 less damage from burn. The flames of passion burn brighter in accord. I don't fucking get it, but let's just see what happens. I like what they've done though. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to put this kind of effort in. Hey, Natseg, we want to bet who dies first. I bet it's Foreman. His blood pressure fucking gives out. I don't actually have high blood pressure, it's just a joke I make. Don't worry, I'm fine. I made the joke, I think, in like Limbus or something, and I just wanted to make sure no one thought I was dying. Make sure I'm on your diet, you know, you don't want to have high blood pressure, it's a bad time. It just occurred to me I haven't actually checked my blood pressure in like several years, so I don't actually know. It's probably fine, don't worry about it, it's fine. Best thing we can do here, I reckon, is kill him quick, maybe inflict some paralysis as well. Good shot. Yeah, because we couldn't contest that. He's burning. I bet he has a phase too. I bet this motherfucker has a phase too, because he's already dying. Maybe that's the joke, right? Is that like, he's like, so I'm going to fucking defeat you, and then he's really shit. I'm gonna go for Endure, because I don't think Shaky Shot will win. Can't use Fend this off if you can. Yeah, emotion coins are an issue, huh? Shoot him. Actually, Shaky Shot him, because you might need to use some cards to defend yourself from a mass attack soon. And bleed him. Oh, Forming Storm isn't actually an attack, it's just, it sets it up. Okay, right, fair enough. Okay, this could get problematic, like right now, because he's doing this. Mass Individual, yeah, I could do without that, actually. That has the best chance of winning. That has the best chance of winning. Wish I'd kept Shaky Shot, but that has the best chance of winning. Okay, well, let's see what happens. They all failed. Brilliant, marvelous, fantastic. Good, good, good. Frontal assault, yeah, I think we can handle it. Oh, you're running out of lights. Yeah, I see. Okay, you're gonna have to use track. Maybe someone else can clash for you. Maybe you can rampage. Maybe you can fucking, well, yeah, you can shoot him, it'll be okay. There we go, that should work. Shot him. Stabbed him. There we go. Oh yeah, no, that killed him. Interesting, okay, I don't... What a strange encounter that was. And we got Books of LOL, the grade 9 fixer. Yeah, we did. Yeah, that did happen. Yeah, we did. That occurred. We did that, yep. Okay, right, well, yeah, no, well, yeah, no, I did it. I did do it. Oh, hey, we got it. Still got Tonight a Star Shall Fall, which I feel like might have some value later in the game. But it would have to be as a passive attribution, not as the actual page itself, because 40 HP and 30 stagger resist ain't getting you nowhere, bruv. But getting lure cards for Kennard is actually pretty cool. Appreciate it, okay. He's actually hard to grind because he gains bonuses against stars of the city. Yeah. Don't know if it's that much, but maybe. Okay, so for Floor of History, for Lemon, we've gone Burn with 2 Frontal Assaults, 3 All-Out Wars, 2 Flow of the Swords, significantly weaker than they are when you actually get them, Emotional Turbulence, and Forming Storm. And just to clarify for all of you, these are the shitter versions, for the most part. They're not actually that much shitter, but whatever. It is still the versions given to us in Canard, as you can see. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Yep, Canard. All-Out War. You can see I'm not playing silly buggers. We've got LOL, the grade 9 fixes page, which is hilarious, with all the stuff that comes with it, and we've also got Jato's page for slash stagger damage +2, Hook, guarding prowess of a grade 7 fixer, and slash of a grade 9 fixer. Lemon will presumably do a lot of damage, but he will also set himself on fire and potentially die, so it seems quite on brand, yes? Yui is very similar to what we did with Mio, in that it is a mostly range build with shaky shots, certain shots, endure, dodge, and strike. On Corey's incomplete page with Jato's page for slashing prowess of grade 7 fixer, the 2 defensive ones, and Hook. A lot of defensive bonuses, but also when she uses dodge and strike, for instance, she will do 2 extra damage, which is decent. That's pretty much why I've got slashing prowess there, for when she runs out of ammo and needs to rely on melee. I think she could do quite well there. For Eva, I decided to actually go with the Jato thing, because it seemed on brand for her to have completely and utterly random attacks. So 2s to stay back, 3 we can talk this out, 1 I'm armed, 2 please spare me's, and 1 I can't take it anymore on Jato's page, which of course gives them all weird fucking shit. Guarding prowess of grade 7 fixer, Hook, half-baked courage, and electric shock. She can gain a lot of strength, and she can inflict paralysis. I think this will work out quite well. This will probably be the last fight for the day, because we don't want to drag it out for too long, but we have gotten through a fair few already, you know, doing all right. We'll go over good I choose, I guess. Yeah. I dare say we appear to be outnumbered on this one, folks. Truly, this will be the one where I meet my match. Cupid. We're not even playing as ourselves. Is this more narrative through gameplay? Okay, well, let's evaluate Cupid first. Ranged combat page, speed 4. Divine Love, dice played by this character deal no damage or stagger damage on hit unless the target is staggered. Reverent or Reverence recovers stagger assist instead of dealing stagger damage on this character. Choose a speed dice with the lowest value. The speed values of the dice are increased by 4. Be Not Afraid. Inflict Reverence, take X stagger damage and lose 1 stack of this status. Right, so Cupid does no damage until stagger is achieved, at which point they do start doing damage and it's quite effective. Am I supposed to win this? Am I supposed to win this? Is this the one I'm supposed to win? Dogma. Can also inflict Reverence on self. The grandest sins. Oh boy, okay. And as for the civilians, we got emergency rations to recover HP, and in times like these, for extra strength. That person looks fucking terrified. Survive. The next time uses stagger resist would fall below 1 this scene. It does not. Okay, that's interesting, actually. And it recovers HP. All dice on next page used gain +1 minimum value. Deal 1 to 3 stagger damage to self. All dice on this page gain +1 power. Gain 2 protection. All allies recover 4 HP and stagger resist and gain persistence for 1 scene. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of a puzzle fight, I suppose. It's certainly going to be tricky, considering these average civilians appear to be up against a HANA Association fixer, if I'm reading the situation correctly. Here's Love. All characters recover 2 to 5 HP and stagger resist. On Clash win, destroy the next tile on this page. On Clash lose, inflict 2 Reverence. Inflict 1 Reverence to each other. Oh, I see. When Cupid gives themselves Reverence, they actually recover stagger resist from it instead of taking stagger damage. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. Yeah. Because it would be used to kind of fend them off while someone else gets an attack in the side, presumably. To walk in the light, on hit absorb 1 light from target. Oh, don't like that. Maybe run as well. I'm not hopeful, but maybe. Scavenge, perhaps. You're all just civilian. Oh, I don't know. This is actually kind of tricky. Maybe get survive out of the way just so that that's locked in. Because it doesn't say, like, this turn. Oh, it does say this scene. All right, good thing I noticed that. Okay, right. Scavenge, I suppose. I don't know. Good. Good. Not good. Bad. Ah. But damage was done. Okay. What? Clockwork Tooth? Alarming Clockwork. At the end of the scene, spend 5 spare parts to gain 1 strength, endurance, haste, and a speed die for the next scene. At the end of the scene, spend 2 charge to gain 1 spare parts. When inflicting paralysis using combat pages, also gain that much charge. This has got to be a supposed to lose fight, surely. Surely it has to be. They've got 100 health for fight. A 6 to 11! When clashing against dice of the same color. So when you say dice of the same color, do you literally mean the speed die above the characters, at which point if that were to target them, it would do less damage, it would have less power? Or are you referring to the page, in which use a blue page to counter this page and it will lose power? It's not like I can ask someone, in the name of survival? Well, it's not the right color though, is it? I mean, survive might do it. Somewhere between happy and total fucking wreck. If anyone listens to Rise Against. I love Rise Against. Go for that so that you don't stagger. I don't know. I mean, that didn't work the way I thought it was, but we still surprisingly managed to win one of those. Oh my god. Clashes. Hey, you hit him. Them. You hit them. In the name of survival? Mouth. Against dice of a different Wait a minute. Are you referring to the guards die? So should I be using defensive die to counter them? Is that how? No, surely not, because I did that last turn. It was the same color. It was offense die, which would have been orange. I think this is a gimmick leaning into later on, perhaps. Because I'm presuming we're not supposed to win this now. I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe we are supposed to win. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm just too shit. Maybe I should be better at the video game. Maybe that's a factor, huh? Why did your fate die disappear? Ah! Well, they're dead. Well, lads, we made a good go of it. 5 to 12. You do have paralysis, so maybe, but you're gonna get attacked from that. Yeah, that's gonna hit you first. Hit them. Hit them. Be not afraid. Oh. Don't really know what to suggest, to be honest. Okay, so you're gonna swing at your friend with less power, but you'll still probably do some damage. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Use, I don't think you're gonna, but you're not gonna win with that, are you? No, you're not. You're just gonna fucking die. Although, I guess survival will stop you from staggering and you'll recover HP, so that's pretty good. I'm dreading the fact, I'm dreading the possibility, which is distinctly possible, by the way, that this fight will end, and the game will be, and the mod's gonna be like, yeah, no, but you're supposed to win. You are actually supposed to win. And I'm like, how? How the fuck am I supposed to beat this? No. Yes. We are healing. If you play run, you're gonna fucking stagger yourself. You're gonna shoot each other with a gun. The grandest of sins it be, and you recover 10 HP when you use that. These guys don't do damage fast enough. Oh, come on, no, maybe we can win. I know we can. You just do normal damage, don't you? Like, you're not fucking around with this stagger shit. You actually just hit people. Oh, dice on this page lose power when clashing against dice of a different color. So that should be shit. I think this is going to be a long and painful mod because I'm not reading these fucking cards properly. But I should point out that won't be the mod author's fault. It will be my fault. Bang. Why did your cards disappear? But it was a different dice color. Concluded. Please tell me I didn't have to win that. I fucking beg you. Please. Please tell me I don't have to do that. Oh, I got persistent vitality. Look at that. Cool. Please tell me I don't have to do that. Oh, no. No. Oh. I'm not doing that right now. Well, I'm going to leave it there, friends. I suspect that next time will just be repeated attempts to beat Cupid. Fuck. I don't know how I'm going... I'll figure it out. Like, clearly there is stuff to work with there, you know, there's the persistent stuff and preventing stagger resists and playing with the Clockwork Teeth's attacks in some way. Problem is, we have fuck all speed, which makes this really tricky, because I don't have a lot of capability to actually redirect attacks. We don't really have any power as such, or endurance, or strength, or anything. Or we have some strength. And there is protection, of course, to reduce damage as well, but tricky, very tricky. I'll have to give that some thought before I give it another go. If people who have played this mod are like, don't fucking worry about it, skip it, just play the rest of the mod, I'll do that instead. But if the general consensus is no, this is perfectly reasonable to be at this level, or just in general, then alright, yeah, I'll give it a fucking go, and I'm sure I've beaten worse things. You know, I beat day 49, and I've beaten the rest of Library of Ruina. I can do one more challenge, right? What's one more challenge? I can deal with it. But that's all from me for today. Friends, thanks so much for watching. This mod's cool, honestly. I quite like it. I'm pleased and impressed with the amount of effort they put in. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Rocky Riku, Crescent, Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Lyra the Hagsire, Abyssal Angie, Hotraman, Saga, Jack, The Elf Lord, Jordan Rothberg, Ninja Dog, Ember Fox, Grand Captain General Peace, Meanbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Cuts, Kana Samaria, Poe, Portrait Lebreck, Lifesteal, Megabista Z-Man, Unclever Names, Summercat, Flanny, Painted Dragoon, Lit Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harak J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Etherbin, Linky, Xeon Cedar, Bimblewort, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jessica T, Plutonium Pie, Dream Ghost, Up Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Cow, The Frostbite Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on YouTube and on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, Canard in this mod is actually kind of fun. There's a little bit of strategy to it, a little bit of tactics, a little bit of figuring things out. Nothing crazy, of course not, it's fucking Canard, but, well, except for what we just did, that was pretty fucking nuts, but the rest of it's been very manageable, and just like, hey, you know, here are some actual quote-unquote challenges at low level to sort of get your brain working, because presumably we're going to ramp things up considerably, which, yeah, I appreciate that. I think that's fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else they got, but that'll be next time, and when we do, I hope I see you there. Doodles, goodbye.